Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrap and Abby, and I'm doing a pre-video before I start working on my next project. This is going to be something I'm making for a friend of mine, and I picked this up at just a junk shop. It's a wood. It's actually a light plate switch for like a light cover. I'm gonna alter this and use it as, to make something that you can hang like on the wall or, off of a hook or something like that. It's kind of a wall decor piece. So kind of what I'm going for is, this is brown obviously, but I'm going to change it to the colors that she likes. And she likes, yellow, the yellows and the teals and kind of the blues color palette. So that was based the project off of this for the item to alter. And then the paper I like is from Authentique. It's the Freebird collection. I'm going to be using this paper right here. That one, because it's got all the colors in it, plus the brown, which will match nicely with the brown from the wood. And then I'm going to be using, some of the papers out of here too, but mostly this page is what you're going to see. So I'll cover this part here with, some cardstock, and the back I'm going to cover with just like some chipboard or something, since it's going to be against the wall, but also make it look nice. That way if she decides to hang it where you can see the back, it'll look good. So to cover the wood up, I'm going to be using a combination of some gesso and some craft paint. I'm going to mix it in with this, so it's kind of that nice sandstone color, so it matches a little bit more with, that cream color that's in this cardstock right here. Let me show you guys if I can find it again, because I don't want it to be stark white, so this matches really well. So I'm going to use that. And then just kind of some ideas I'm going to be using. The sentiment is going to say, delight in the little things. I'm going to be stamping this on to this die cut here from Brenda Walton. It's the Sizzix one. I'm going to be using this shape right here. You can't see it very well on the die itself, so I'm going to show you on the package. I'm probably going to be using little bits of this pennant banner from Tim Holtz Alterations die. And some of the mists I'm going to be using are these three right here. These two are Tattered Angels. This one is going to be the Midnight Blue. This one is Mustard Seed. And then from Heidi Swapp, the Teal. Really pretty. So what I did is I sprayed a little swatch on some white paper just to kind of share with you guys how that looks. I think these three colors go really well together with that color palette. I may or may not use this. I don't know. It's kind of bright. We'll see. Might add some paint to it. Let's see. So just to show you there how that looks. I think it looks really good. And then I'm going to be using some of that mustard spray on these flowers here. I did a sample one just to show artists to test it and see if I liked it. I didn't, and I like how it changes it to this color. And then I'll be using some of the darker spray on the edges to kind of, make it blend in a little bit better. Going to be doing the same thing, a treatment with these smaller flowers, adding some different sprays and colors to it. Not those are just in there from something else. And then use some of these pearls possibly through there. This is just some twine from Mona Me Gabby that I picked up as soon as I can get the flower off of it. Probably incorporate this in here somehow. This might even be the piece, that I'm going to use to actually hang this, for the hook part. That, or I might use some burlap, I'm not sure. From Three Girl Jam, the Sunflower Crinkle Ribbon, and this is from Webster's Pages. I might use some of this trim in there too, just because it's got, a little bit, it'll add a little bit of texture because it's that pom-pom trim. You can see that right there. Pretty cute. These are some little wood embellishments from Recollections. Believing in Dreams. I might have those, coming off something like this behind some kind of a floral display or something, just so you can kind of, I'll show you what that looks like. In my mind, it's going to look cute, I think. So there's that. And then I think that's it. So might be a few things I might pull out and some things I might add in, some different pieces of bling or what have you, just kind of the creative process as I'm working along. But this is just kind of the general idea, the starting point of where I'm going to work on. So be sure to, I'll be doing a video when I'm done to show you how I turn this into what you're going to see in the final result. So I will see you guys soon. Hi everybody. Okay, I am back with the completed project. I have just finished making this wall hanging for a friend of mine. As you guys can see, I've done quite a bit since the first part of the video, and I just wanted to share with you up close. So what I did is I coated this. As you remember, this was a wood light plate, like a light switch cover. It had the date of, I think it said 1971 on the back or something like that. Anyway, so I picked this up for under $2 at a local kind of secondhand store, and I knew I wanted to alter this to make this wall hanging, so I thought it turned out really cute. So what I did is I used a mix of some, let me grab it here real quick, some gesso, and then just some craft paint, just kind of a cream beige color. Mix that together, and I use that to cover the entire the wood piece here. I'll just call it a wood piece. I covered the entire thing, did some sanding on it once it was dry, just so you could kind of see some of the exposed wood. I like that distressed kind of shabby look. And then the background piece is from that Authentique collection that I shared with you the first part of the video. And then I stamped the sentiment, delight in the little things, and around the perimeter of that die cut stamped sentiment, I used some Perfect Pearls. In the color, I didn't show this in the beginning, but it's, I don't even know if it tells me the color or not, but it's this one here is the one that I used, and I think it matches really well with the rest of the color palette in the project. Here are some wood little like banner arrow type, banner sentiments, dreams, believing. Underneath here are the pendant. I shared with you guys the die that I was going to use for this, and I have some of the pendants left because I didn't use them all. And so the die cuts them into a long strip, and then I cut them individual, and it was just this fabric that I had, and then I used a combination of some different sprays, and you can kind of see it, underneath there, how that turned out. I did each panel. It's a little bit different, just a little bit of variety. I tucked in some of the 3 Girl Jam crinkle ribbon, the sunflower, which is this one right here. Now I do want to make a notation that I also used some different sprays on the sunflower ribbon. So what you're seeing here on like what I have tied on the ends of those wood piece pendants, and then what I have kind of tucked in over here and on the back of this flower up here, that is the sunflower ribbon, but it does not come that way from 3 Girl Jam. This is how it comes. I just use a little bit of spray in addition to using it in its natural state, as you can see here, just to kind of make it match the project a little bit, just a little bit of contrast. And then I use some more of the sprays, just a combination of Heidi Swapp, Lindy Stamp Gang, and Tattered Angels, just to kind of, do some different spraying on the strand of string of pearls, and they were just white, and I didn't want that bright white on this project. And then I just used some this just 2 different toned of some jute from Mona Me Gabby. All the flowers that you see are from Mona Me Gabby, and I used a combination of some different sprays for that as well. Up here is another flower. Just added some more sprays just to kind of make it kind of tie in together. And then what I did for the handles, I used some I'll show you actually. So I didn't show you this at the beginning either. I picked this up at just a home goods type store, and it's some burlap, and it's jute ribbon burlap, and it's 2 inches, and it's a roll of 10 yards. And that's what I used for the handle. And then I just added some of this really pretty pom-pom trim, which is from Webster's Pages, just to kind of give it a little bit of an accent. And so that way she's able to hang this, and I'll show you this angle. That's what it looks like right here. And then for the back side, I just use a piece of coordinating cardstock. It will be against a wall, of course, but I didn't want the back to be that exposed back panel of a light plate switch. It was wood right here, but here in the middle was all, obviously hollow for the lights, the light switches would fit through. So I used the other die from that Brenda Walton. This was the first die. There's 2 different shapes, the tags on one die plate. So I used this one for the front, and then the second one that was cut, I used it to kind of cover where I adhered the burlap to the back of the project. So that is my little delight in the little things home decor wall hanging for a friend of mine, and I hope she really likes it. This is her color palette. I wanted just to kind of give her something for no real reason at all, other than just that we're really good friends, and I really appreciate her friendship, and just wanted to tell her that. And so, and she's also a co-worker of mine. We work right next to each other, actually, in the same office. So by the time I put this video up, I'll already give this to her so I can do a blog post as well. And but I want her to see it first. So just kind of give you an up close view here. as I'm kind of completing this. I really like the way the different tones that you get from using a combination of different sprays. So anyway, so that is my project, and I will have a post on my blog, which I'll include this video in to the post of that, and my blog is scrappin-abby.blogspot.com. If you guys have any questions on how I did any of this, or would like to see, you know, me do an actual tutorial on altering something, I can't do this again, of course, because this was the only one they had, but I have all kinds of things I can do to alter, because I get some people that ask me how I do this, how I do that, and if it's something that was of interest to anybody, let me know, and I'm more than happy to show you my take on altering. I know it's, you know, not a new thing, of course, and yeah, so there's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching another Scrappin' Abby video and project, and I'll see you guys later. Happy crafting!